Hi little ones, I hope your day is going well so far. My name is Aventurine Tarot. Today we're gonna look into your spirit guides. I want to know who your spirit guides are. Kind of give you a clue of what they look like, where they're from, why are they on the team, anything that they want you to know. That's what we're looking into today. So as always, we have three piles. Pile one with the Juno or partnership. If you prefer to choose with the crystal, we have the Larimar. Pile 2 with Mercury and messages, or with the Dalmatian Jasper. And pile 3 with Descendant and Invitation, or the Peach Aventurine. As always, take your time to choose your group. Let your intuition guide you. Pause the video if you need to, and I'm gonna see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose the Juno card or partnership or the Larimar, then this is your reading. By the way, for the Larimar, I have something special to say. Since I specifically chose this stone because I saw it and it was kind of meaningful when I was doing the meditation before shuffling your cards. By the way, this is the only card I saw for you in any other pile, so we're gonna look into it together. But yeah, so Larimar and the color blue seem to be significant, so I found that very interesting that you have two blue birds on that one. But yeah, just letting you know if you find these type of thing interesting. For your oracles, you also have loosen your grip, coping mechanism, density, addiction, let God in, the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. I don't know why, but this card makes me think of birds. I know these are flowers, but still, they makes me think of the birds. When I look at it, based on your pile, I see birds instead. But that might just be because of the Juno one. You also have firefly and stingray. You have strength, the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Coins or Pentacles. Okay, so right away, just with your oracles and what I mentioned at the beginning, there is a possibility, if you believe in starseed or if this type of thing interests you, that one of your spirit guides, or maybe the one who's working the most with you in your life at the moment, might be a starseed. I think they're called avian, but they kind of look like a bird. There's also something with the Wheel of Fortune, even with strength, but also with the rest. I feel like some of you, this might seem far-fetched if you don't believe in that, but that's what I'm getting. So I feel like some of you, there's something about shapeshifters, but definitely something about starseed and or aliens in a way. That's why some of you, I feel like it is very possible, very much possible, that it's somebody that you've met at some point in your life and you didn't know because they look just like you, they look just like a normal person, but they were one of your spirit guides in flesh, so in a human body, to help you out at that moment. This might be very specific. Sorry, I'm moving the camera. This may be something that resonate with one person because you felt like, oh, there's a connection between me and this person. I don't know where this come from. It feels like this person knows me. You know, anything like that. If you felt that way, maybe that's a confirmation that it was actually one of your spirit guides. With the blue on the bird, but also just the color blue seemed to be very meaningful and repetitive when I was doing the meditation, like I mentioned earlier. I heard like blue rays. Maybe the color blue came back around a lot because it's something that you see a lot, that they send you a lot. Something that I just got is like, some of you need to know that some of your guides have been a human before, have been having human experiences, and I really strongly feel like experiences. So this could be multiple of your spirit guides have been at least once on Earth as a human being, or some of your spirit guides have been on Earth multiple times as a human beings. Either way, I feel like they want to push this so that you know that they themselves kind of know what you're going through. They understand you better than the rest who didn't have this experience. I might be very specific, but I heard like maybe one of you sometimes doubt that they exist, that they're actually helping, or that believing in them means or do something for you. And I feel like what I just said is exactly for this person or for this small group, because they cannot interfere in your life. They cannot like change directly directly change the course of your life. You're still the one who has to go through the work yourself, and they're here to support you and to assist you. And they really want to reinforce that, because they really want you to know that they're always there with you. There's something about freedom with all these birds too. I feel like even for those of you who one or multiple of your spirit guides has come here on Earth, they're not from Earth, and they're from a place where they're free. Like, their strong is something about freedom here, which they didn't have when they were on Earth, and they see that you don't while you're here too. And it's very different from their home. Yeah, I feel like where they're from, it's very fluid, it's very easy. It's like they're telling you don't have to go through the same amount of struggle to get from point A to point C as you would on Earth or on other plane of existence. Oh yeah, and there's something about them being able to go from different plane of existence very easily. So for some of you, if you're is it like living in a 3D? You might not be able to see them. They can see you, they're here with you, but they're not from here. They're not from 3D. So some of you, if you want to see them, because I just heard that some of you do, it's like, well, you need to learn how to move up and to go to the 5D. I heard 5D specifically, maybe 6 even. Okay, this will be more into their physical part, but also this might be very specific. Maybe it's just like one of you, that's what they look like. But I feel like there's one here. I feel like they're tall and lean if they have a physical body. And I say if and when they have a physical body, because I truly feel like a lot of the times they don't. They just sorry, they're just energy. They could resemble light. And there's something about their eyes. They might have, some of you, they have big eyes. Oh, and they might be blue, but also dark. So kind of very general. But yeah. But there's something about the size of their eyes and the length of their body. Let's see if we can have something else about, oh, well, the Ace of Queens. Okay. So we have the Queen of Wands, Temperance, and the Three of Swords. But again, birds, there's strongly something about birds. Yeah. Oh, and at the bottom of the deck we have the sun, and again a bird's face. There's, yes, a lot of you, they're avian. I'm really hoping this is the right terms, sorry. When I was talking about like the very tall, I also had something because of the coins here. I was like, maybe that's, it feels like it could be a third eye, but I kind of let it go. But then on temperance and also on the trio, so it's, some of you, they might have multiple eyes, so more than two, which you're used to. Yeah, maybe 4. And for some of you, it's just that their third eye is activated, which will make sense if they're not from the 3D, because for us it's kind of a work to activate, but for them, no, it's already are. It's already is, sorry. And there's also something about water with the stingray. And you know, at the beginning when I said like where they're from, it's kind of fluid. Yeah, kind of like water. So maybe they're from a planet or a place where there's a lot of water for some of you. Especially those of you who don't resonate with the bird aspect. But again, this could just be another of your spirit guide. Because you don't have, most people don't have only one. So, but there's only one with the birds. I feel like this is the main one for you. So maybe the water part is another one that's kind of helping them with you. Yeah, and they're quite cute. They do not like conflict. They're quite pacific. I hope I can say that, because in French that's actually a term, like somebody who is pacific. But you know, somebody who does not like to fight with others, who's always very kind and gentle with others. I truly feel like that's the type of energy that they bring when they're near. There's also something about them being good at comforting you, or just comforting in general. They have a very comforting energy. They have a very peaceful energy. So if you're struggling, you might want to ask them to comfort you if you need to. And I feel like it's something that's gonna happen quite fast. With the birds, but specifically the wings, I have something like you'll feel like they're covering you up with their wings, like, and you're instantly gonna feel better. So it's definitely something that they want you to do not hesitate to do. I kind of wish you'd do it more. That might be very specific, but yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, especially the one person or the small group at the beginning, that I felt like some of you doubt them, or you don't really see why this would be real, or you don't really see clues that they're there in a way. I feel like some of them are like, but just ask me something. Just ask me to make you feel I'm there with you. Ask me to comfort you. You know, it's like, I'm right here. You can ask me, you can talk to me, you can communicate with me even if you don't see me. I'm always here. That's what I get. They kind of have the vibe of a parent. And they definitely want to see you smile and be happy. But there's strongly something about comfort here. So maybe some of you, it's directly with childhood trauma, and some of you feel like you don't really know what it's like to be comforted by your parents, and therefore in general. And for those who resonate with that part, first of all, I'm very sorry if that's the case, but know that your spirit guides, they want to do that for you. They want to see that you can be comforted by people and or by themselves, and therefore yourself. But very kind, that's a very nice and soft energy. But part one, this is all I have for you today. I hope you resonate with this reading. I hope this helped you have some clues about who your spirit guides are or is. I hope for some of you this might be confirmation. This would be nice. Feel free to let me know what you think or how you feel about this reading in the comment section below if you're comfortable to. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. This really helps my channel grow. Feel free to subscribe to never miss any reading I'm uploading. I post one every Saturday. I wish you all the best and hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Hello pile 2, if you chose the Mercury card or the Dalmatian Jasper, then this is your reading. So like I said earlier, we're gonna look into your spirit guide today. Who are they? What do they do? Where are they from? Anything that they want to reveal to you, and that's what we're looking into. So to start off your reading, I'm gonna start off with what I saw in meditative process that I did before shuffling your cards. By the way, I did not look at your cards. This is the only one I saw, so I'm gonna be watching them for the first time with you. But you must know that there's strongly something about cats in your pile. So some of you might be a cat person, and this might be relevant on a spiritual guides level, because there is a type of star seed that I think they call the Lirans, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right, but they kind of look like a cat, and I think they're from the constellation of Lirans or Lyra, the cat's constellations. But yeah, I saw a kind of someone looking like a human body with the features of a cat. So yeah, and also rainbows were something I saw a lot when I was meditating for your cards. And with that being said, we'll see what other cards you got. We have Fall Into My Arms, Surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life, The Great Serving, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. We also have Cosmic Egg. Oh, I like this one. I like them all, but and Horse. Okay. For your tarot, we have the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the High Priestess. Well, apparently snakes are significant too, because you have a snake here and also two snakes here. I feel like some of your spirit guides might be very specific. Are healers, you know, this makes me feel of them. I don't know the name of this thing, but if you are studying in medicine or if you know about it, there is something. If you know the name, please let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, there's two snakes on it, and it's kind of a symbol of medicine. But also with Mercury, there's something about Hermes, you know, I think this is the type of god in Greek that is the messenger of the gods. I think his symbol is similar to, I might be wrong for this. I heard Loki. Maybe if you're working with North gods, Loki is significant in your pile. If you had signs that one of these two gods that I've mentioned were around you and you were hesitating, well, that's your confirmation. They are. Also Aries. And I heard Farah. The stars on that card it's kind of bringing me back to the cat's constellations that I mentioned earlier. For some of you, they're from a cluster of stars, a star cluster. So that's why I said the cat's one, because there is I think it's called Lyras or Lyrans, but there's more than one constellation with the name of a cat. The use of living with a group, so they're not alone wherever they're from. And I feel like they're not alone here too, so when they're working on earth with you. But this could be like with your other spirit guides, so they're not working alone, they're not alone because you don't have only them, sorry. But in general, I feel like they're not the only one of their kind here working on the 3D, working on earth. Yeah, I don't know, there's something about gods and goddesses in your path. And I'm looking at the King of Wands and the High Priestess, but especially the High Priestess, and it feels like, yeah, they are gods in your path. But let's see, what else can we get for you? Okay, I'm gonna take this one, and it's the 8 of Cups. There's something about water definitely in your past, so maybe a lot of your spirit guides come from a place where there's a lot of water. I heard Neptune. Doesn't have to be. Yeah, because you have a lot of cups, and I'm looking into the Fall Into My Arms Oracle. Knight of Cups, again, cups. They might have a very soft energy, and yet at the same time, especially if you're working with gods and goddesses, I feel like for you it's like, nah, it's very fast-paced energy, a lot of intense energy, but at the same time it can be quite sweet. So no matter who your spirit team is made of, no matter who they are, I feel like they have a sweet spot for you, no matter how intense they genuinely are. Hello, about you. This is now the second day. I suddenly felt very tired when I was doing your reading yesterday, and instead of trying to continue not really giving you the best messages, I decided to stop recording and came back when I was feeling refreshed and just like myself. So I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to tell you that some of you possibly might feel the need to rest, and it's very important for you to rest. It's definitely something one of your guides, or maybe for one of you specifically, I've been trying to tell you. There's really something about needing to rest for someone here. So it's the first time that happens to me that I actually have to stop and go to sleep. So take it or leave it. Yeah, otherwise the first thing I have right now, there's some of your guides, because I feel it's not only one for this specific part of the message, that come from a place or I've been in a place multiple times in their lifetimes, because right now what I feel like is like, yeah, I've been somewhere similar more than once, actually. That's what I got. And it's like there's a lot of mountains and there's a lot of water. I heard waterfalls. So a lot of your guides are from somewhere with these things in it. You might feel good when you're near water, or when you go hiking, if some of you do that. So just know that if you do those things, you're just actually reconnecting to one or more of your guides, since that's somewhere they're familiar to. And I was looking at the cosmic egg, and the word like everywhere came to my mind, and then it was like, I've been everywhere. Some of you have a guide with you. I have been everywhere. That have, first of all, been on Earth, having a human experience at some point, but definitely have been on all levels of planes of existence. That's what I get. It also is kind of a reminder of your connection with your guides, or with that guide specifically, but it's especially a reminder that you're not alone, and that if some of you might probably feel disconnected with modern life and how we do things nowadays, and you probably you probably feel lost, or feel like, what's the point? So there's really something about disconnection. And this is your reminder that you're actually very connected, and it's possible for you to reconnect to something else, to something that is not as difficult as modern day life could be. You know, it's possible for you to start a new journey and be more in touch with yourself and the environment and all these type of things. But especially a reminder that you're not alone. You know, when I look at the horse, it's so nice that these two came together, because a lot of people, it could associate the horse with freedom. You know, when you see a horse just running, I don't know exactly where they're running, but in a field or whatever, and they're totally free. They're kind of like a birds, but, and we do have something about birds here, but anyway, there's something about freedom here, and to me it goes with the feeling disconnected and feeling out of touch and feeling like you don't belong and something like that. There's something here that your guides are putting up front in this reading for you to know, and not necessarily something about them in that part. Although I feel like it's something that they want you to know because they understand. But other than that, I feel like it's definitely a guide of yours that is very determined, that is really, if suddenly at some point in your life there's moments where you feel like doing your daily routine, or writing tasks down and doing them, and just like when you feel like really organized, I feel like this is the influence of this guide, because I feel like this is something that this guide brings into your life by its energy, because that's something that it does. So maybe you're not doing any of these things, but know that this is kind of the vibe of one of your guides. They're really about managing their energy and where to put it, and making sure they're putting it somewhere where it actually belongs, to not waste it. And I feel like this is something that they've learned in their human experience by wasting a lot of it. So I must say that it feels to me like you have quite powerful guides, but there's mainly one that I've been seeing at the moment, and this one seems like it has a lot of influence on you, or it will. Actually, yeah, with the Four of Cups, I feel like, and even with the Three of Cups, I feel like a lot of your guides are quite generous. They want to give you, I think it's in Aladdin, but I'm not sure, so sorry if I'm wrong. But I heard like, I want to give you the world, or I could give you the world, but kind of like a song. But I'm not good at singing, so that's why I'm not singing it. But yes, I feel like they're quite generous. I feel like they literally want to give you things. So this might translate to some of you by being a gift giver, or loving to receive gift, or I even got like loving to go out with friends and loving to see people. So when you're more social, you might feel the influence of this guy specifically. Oh, and something else that I feel like there's one of your guides, or there's one person here where your guide is an archangel. It's gonna feel so strange, but the symbolism here with the wings and everything, and I priestess, and I was like, oh yeah, like I said, it's like an archangel. That's what I get. It's like some of you are working, or how you're having an archangel with you at the moment, or just angel in general. But the first thing that came to my mind was archangel. Yeah, and that could possibly be some of you when I got the generous energy, the giving energy, especially if some of you are with angel and archangels around you. Yes, that's them. Yeah, they're gonna give you the world. That's what I got again. There's something about the moon in your palm. Like, I'm looking here, even here. So maybe if some of you are actually doing, we'll say witchcraft, or you're doing spiritual things on the full moon, and then this is kind of like a confirmation. But I also have like, this might be a type of energy that they bring. It's like, you know, the sun energy can be quite like boom in your face, but moon energy is more delicate, it's more calm. It's also easy to miss, that's what I heard, but it's there. I don't even know if that makes any sense for any of you, but that's what I get. It's like there's something about moon's energy in your pal. And this might be referring to how they work with you, or how their presence is felt. For some of you, it's just because the moon is important for one of your guides. But so this is all I have for you today. I hope you resonate with this reading and everything we got about your guides. Honestly, you get powerful guides from what I have. Yes. So if you're interested in letting me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, please feel free to do so. Feel free also to subscribe to never miss any reading I'm uploading. I post a new one every Saturday. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. This really helps my channel grow. I wish you all the best and hope to see you next time. Bye bye. Hello Beltway. If you chose this card with Descendant or Invitation, or the Peach Aventurine, then it's your reading. Like I said at the beginning, today we're going to look into all your guides. What do they look like? Where are they from? Anything we can get from them, everything they want to tell you about themselves, then that's what we're going to look into. Before I start with your oracles and tarot, I wanted to tell you what I got from the meditation I did. And honestly, I got a lot from your pal. But yes, first off, I saw something. There's something about crow in your pal, especially I was seeing the eyes of a crow, purple eyes. Even there's a moment where the eyes change colors and they become purple, but purple seemed to be significant too. I saw a person face with an eagle beak, and I was not sure if the eagle beak or the eagle face was the type of bird that is on the god, the Egyptian god Horus, but and I didn't check it out before your pal. That is why I'm mentioning all of this now, because it might be the case. I also saw an owl. There's something about birds in your pal. And again, there's really something about birds, because it went like, oh, a person face with an eagle beak, an owl, and then I was seeing someone with bird's feature. So it was someone looking like a human but had feathers and bird's features in their face. So I'm not sure of the name, but in Starseed there is a type that kind of looks like a bird, and they're blue, and I think they call avian. I might be wrong about that. But if it's something you resonate with or you're interested in, please feel free to go check it out and see which one they are, and if you resonate with their characteristic as a type of starseed. But this is everything I have in the meditation I did for your pal. So, and you also got quite a lot of cards. But anyway, we also have the 5th house with passion. You'll see, I think I'm gonna have to move the camera because I don't think it's gonna fit. We'll see. We have earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Lost lands, soul memories and gift. You've done this before. This could be a confirmation for starseed. Some of you are starseed, or your guides are. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. We also have the snake and the moth. Now for your tarot, and you have a lot of tarot too compared to the two other piles. We have the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords. I'm gonna show them to you, and after that I'm gonna move the camera, okay? The Star, the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, pile 3. So again, with everything now laid down for you, there's strongly something about hair and water in your pile, but the birds and the air type of things really, it's kind of like a confirmation that some of you are starseed, but also that some of your guides are from stars, or they're related to starseed in a way. But I got like, they're related to freedom. They do not like to feel caged. And I think I got that from Earth. Like, I feel like it's something they feel when they're on Earth. Maybe they used to be on Earth as a human before. They probably had a human experience before. Or that's how they feel when they're here. And they aren't necessarily here if they're with you. So this might be a guide that is kind of here in and out. So sometimes they're here, sometimes they're elsewhere, and they come back. And a lot of your guides are from somewhere where there's a lot of water. It's gonna be specific, but I feel like some of your guides are coming from a place that looks similar to Earth, but it's not Earth. But it looks like it, like the nature, the water aspect of it, the mountains and things like that might be similar. But the life here is totally different. So the energy and the vibe, I heard like it's so much heavier on Earth than where they're from. So that there's one of your guides, it finds this difficult. And even get like it's sad because they resemble home and they should feel comfortable and they're not. Oh, that's so sad. But that's just one of them. I also got that they don't get the rush. They don't get the rush that humans go through in their lives. They are I'm for the slow pacing lifestyle. Okay, now already I feel like we're gonna kind of switching into someone else. But there's something here about justice. There's something about one of your guys being, they strongly believe in right or wrong. And they kind of want to defend people who have been judged wrong. So if some of you are going in law, if some of you are lawyers or you're working at justice, you're definitely the one working with that guide. There's someone here who needed to hear this, at least. Because there's something about fairness and justice, and it's something that this guide really cares about. I heard like that's what I'm existing for. Like that's kind of their point. Yes, and there's definitely someone here with a guide that is very about transformation. They're very transformative. I feel like once they get into your life, this guy specifically, you'll go to huge transformations, huge death and rebirth. And for a lot of you, I don't think it's a guide that you have yet, but it's something that is coming. Like, of course, maybe one of you or a small group of you, I've had a lot of change in this year or the past 3 years, and it's probably this guide being with you. But there's that feeling of the majority of people watching this file, it's not yet, but you're starting to sense this energy. You're starting to sense like, I don't know why I feel like things are changing. Yeah, well, this guide is coming, and let me tell you that when it will, or when it will, a lot of things will move. That's an intense energy. That's a fast-paced energy. It's kind of like a tower moment energy that I get from them. But don't be scared. They don't want you to be scared. But for their appearance, I feel like some of you, they might be blue, but there's also something about wings here, like the moth, also the wings here, the birds. And what I got in your meditation, yes, there's some of you who, it's someone who looks like a bird or appears as a bird. Also have appears as a whale for some. Yeah, and of course moth and also butterflies. It might be their way of showing up in your life, especially if you have a lot of especially if you have a lot of flowers around your home or where you work. I feel like that's kind of their way of saying, hi, I'm here. You see a butterfly pass or a crow. Okay, the Hierophant. It's so weird because with the card underneath with the Chariot, sorry, I was looking at this and I was like, it's kind of like the Magician or the Hierophant, and then the Hierophant came out. Huh? I feel like they have a lot of knowledge about a lot of topics. I've even heard, I was looking at the Descendant card, I even heard something about balance. Like they have to keep a balance. I don't know why, but the Hierophant makes me feel that too. There's something about balance in one of your guides. Like it is very important for them to keep that balance. And I feel like I keep repeating balance, but I feel like it's a balance on a much larger scale than just a day-to-day human life. The Knight of Pentacles. Some of you guys have a slow pacing energy. It's like, and again, that might be to keep that balance of like, they do not want to disturb things or people that shouldn't be. So it's like they're taking their time to achieve things. They're showing you to take your time to achieve things. You don't need to rush. You have time. Oh, and we have trust the timing here. Yeah. Oh, again, another knight, but this time Knight of Swords. I feel like there's one of you guys who do not want you to stay stuck. They do not want you to stay put. It's like, even if it's just one step at a time, please continue. Please continue to move. That's what I got. But yeah, I feel like there's one of you guys who do not want you to stay stuck. They do not want you to stay put. It's like, even if it's just one step at a time, please continue. Please continue to move. That's what I got. Yeah, and they want you to keep moving because they want you to achieve your full potential, because it's in the book, the snake is about your full potential. Like they're saying, yeah, you have time, but do not waste time. Do not waste time on, there's something here about the life that you're living, the reality you're living, because you're living a human experience on earth. There's something about that. It's like, it's easy to get lost into, it's easy to get confused, and I feel like they are kind of using this reading about themselves to tell you what they want you to know, because they feel like you're not listening, or you're not able to listen or to know this. That's why I feel like I have to tell you. So all of them are like, no, please, like, listen to us, please see us, please find a way to change certain habits that you have. And you know, with the moth, I feel like some of you are wasting time, because you're wishing for something and then you get it and you see something else, like, oh no, my life's gonna be better when I get this. You get it and you repeat the cycle. So it's like you're always looking for something new to change your life, and it never does, because that's not what's gonna change your life. Oh, okay. I was not expecting messages like downloads from your spirit guides, but yeah, I cannot ignore this. So yeah, there's really something about them wanting you to know that you need to see past illusion, but also illusion that you create yourself about what your life is supposed to look like. I feel like it's because you base what your life looks like on what the life of others looks like, whether it's social media, whether it's your friends and family, your brothers, sisters, cousins, whatever the case may be. Now their life seems so perfect and mine isn't. What do I have to do? And then you start doing something that they did or that they do, and it doesn't work out for you, because that you're not supposed to live their life. Their reality is not supposed to be the same as yours. Their idea of success, of living life to the fullest, is not the same, and that's okay. So you really need to look into this and create a change in this way of seeing the world and seeing yourself and your life, because I feel like that's where the wasting time come from, and that's what your guides want you to keep moving away from. Okay, this might be very specific, but I heard a song. It's from Florence and the Machine. It's like, you better run fast for your mother, run fast for your brother. Again, very specific, but that's what I have now. But yeah, let's see if I can actually get something else about themselves, like personality trait, physical appearance, something about their home. Oh, the Four of Pentacles. Oh, okay. The Six of Swords. I do have a lot of these, so I'm gonna take this one. The Seven of Wands. Oh, I heard I heard the word fierce, but kind of like in their way of doing things, that if they're around you, you're gonna feel very motivated. If they're around you, you're gonna feel like you can achieve just about anything. It's like nothing's gonna stop you. You're gonna have a lot of energy, I heard like combative energy. You're gonna do what you feel like you have to do, because you're gonna see the bigger picture because of them. That's kind of how they are. They also have a very secure and safe energy. Very reassuring. I think that's another way for you to know if it's this one specifically. Very confident, but really reassuring, very safe. They want you to feel safe in your environment and in your life. So I think that they're the type of guys who's gonna push you in direction where you have that sense of stability if you don't have it already. You're like it's one with a vision, with a plan. But yeah, part 3, this is all I have for you today. I hope you resonate with this reading. I hope you still enjoyed, even though there was a part where they definitely had something to say to you. They definitely wanted to pass down this message. I hope you still appreciate it. Please feel free to let me know what you think or how you feel about your reading in the comment section below if you're comfortable to. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. This really helps my channel grow. Feel free to subscribe to never miss any reading I'm uploading. I'll upload a new one every Saturday. I wish you all the best and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.